The Galactic Council chamber fell silent as Ambassador Anna Chen stepped to the podium. Her dark eyes swept across the assembled representatives, crystalline Vexorians, towering Kelthani, the gaseous Prelons contained in their environmental suits. 53 species, all watching the human with a mixture of curiosity and barely concealed contempt. "Honored delegates," Anna began, her voice steady despite the weight of Earth's future resting on her shoulders. "For the 7th time in 3 standard months, human colony ships have been fired upon in neutral space. For the 7th time, we have filed formal complaints. For the 7th time, we have been ignored." Council Speaker Thelvak, a Kelthani whose purple skin rippled with dismissive patterns, raised one of his 4 arms. "Ambassador Chen, humanity has held council membership for merely 2 decades. Perhaps you do not yet understand that disputes in frontier space are common. Your colonies encroach on established territorial claims." Anna's jaw tightened. Back on the human dreadnought Indomitable, orbiting just outside the station, Commander Roma Vasquez watched the feed with growing frustration. "She's too diplomatic," Roma muttered, his fingers drumming against the armrest of his command chair. "They're not going to listen to words." His tactical officer, Lieutenant Hayes, nodded grimly. "The Vexorian fleet is moving into position around their colonies. Intelligence suggests they're planning another strike on New Horizon." Roma had studied the aliens extensively since humanity's first contact. The Vexorians were crystalline beings who had never known physical vulnerability. Their bodies could regenerate from the smallest shard. The Kelthani came from a high-gravity world but had achieved space travel through purchased technology, never developing it themselves. The Prelons were ancient, but had grown complacent in their longevity. None of them, Roma realized, had ever truly fought for survival, not like humans had. Back in the council chamber, Anna played her final card. "I am authorized by the United Earth government to deliver this message. The attacks on human colonies must cease immediately. This is not a request. This is Earth's last warning." Laughter rippled through the chamber, a sound that ranged from crystalline chimes to deep rumbling vibrations. "A warning?" Thelvak's skin patterns shifted to amusement. "Humanity controls 14 colony worlds. The Vexorian Collective alone has over 300. You have 47 warships, the Council fleet's number in the thousands, and you dare to threaten us?" Anna's expression didn't change. "I'm not threatening you, Council Speaker. I'm warning you. There's a difference. Humans have been polite. We've followed your laws, your protocols, your endless bureaucratic procedures. We've restrained ourselves because we wanted to be good neighbors, good members of this council." She paused, letting her words sink in. "But you've mistaken our politeness for weakness, our restraint for inability, our diplomacy for fear." Bold words from a species that barely survived its own planetary conflicts, a Vexorian delegate chimed, their voice like breaking glass. Anna smiled then, a cold, predatory expression that made several nearby delegates unconsciously shift away. "You're right. We barely survived. Do you know what that means? It means we learned how to fight when survival wasn't guaranteed, when every battle could be our last, when losing meant extinction." She tapped her data pad, and holographic displays materialized throughout the chamber. "You asked about our 47 warships. Let me clarify. Those are our commissioned military vessels. What you haven't accounted for are the 312 civilian craft we've registered. Mining ships with reinforced hulls and industrial cutting lasers. Colony transports with enough Delta V to ram through a station. Cargo haulers that can be retrofitted with missile batteries in 48 hours. Roma smiled aboard the Indomitable as he watched Anna's presentation. This was the part they'd planned together. Show them what politeness had hidden. "Every human," Anna continued, "from the age of 16 receives basic combat training. Not because we're warlike, but because we remember what it's like when no one comes to save you. We have 17 billion people across our colonies. If you want a war, you won't be fighting 47 ships. You'll be fighting every human who can hold a weapon, pilot a craft, or hack a system. This is preposterous, Thelvac boomed. The Council will not be intimated by... Anna cut him off. The next human colony that is attacked, we will respond with overwhelming force, not against military targets. Against the homeworld of the aggressor species. We will demonstrate exactly what humans are capable of when we stop being polite. The chamber erupted in outrage. Delegates shouted in dozens of languages. Security forces moved forward, but Anna wasn't finished. You've lived in peace for so long that you've forgotten what war really means. Let me remind you, humans don't fight for territory or resources or pride. We fight for survival. And when we fight for survival, we don't stop until the threat is eliminated. Completely, permanently. Roma received the signal. He nodded to his weapons officer. Execute protocol demonstration. Across 3 star systems, human ships that had been classified as civilian suddenly powered up military-grade weaponry. Cloaked hunter-killer drones revealed themselves in orbit around Council member worlds. Viral programs infiltrated alien defense networks, displaying a simple message. We've been inside your systems for 2 years. This is what politeness looks like. No shots were fired. No one was hurt. But the message was clear. Humanity had been ready for war the entire time. They'd simply chosen peace. In the council chamber, every delegate received the same data burst simultaneously. Their faces, or equivalent features, registered shock, then fear. Anna gathered her materials. This concludes Earth's warning. The choice is yours, honored delegates. We can continue as peaceful neighbors, or you can discover why humans don't have natural predators on our homeworld. She paused at the door. Because we killed them all. The council voted unanimously to establish a joint investigation into the colony attacks. Within a week, the perpetrators, a rogue Vexorian faction, were apprehended. Within a month, Earth was granted Permanent Security Council status with full veto power. Roma met Anna at the airlock of the Indomitable. Think they got the message? Anna smiled wearily. Sometimes the kindest thing you can do is show someone exactly what you're capable of, and then choose not to do it. That's very philosophical for someone who just scared the galaxy half to death. That, Anna replied, is what happens when you stop acting polite and start acting human.